On our morning show today, it gives me great pleasure to talk about Richland Center's Happy Homecoming, which is happening this week. In the studio with us, we have Mrs. Carrie Stoltz. We also have Kiernan Culver and Maddie Krotzenberg, who will talk about all the goings-on and kind of get you up to speed with why you see students wearing strange clothes during the week. All the dress-up days are going on.
Yes, present company included. So
Yes.
the kids are, today is Sleeping Beauty Day, and so our kids are dressed in their PJs and having a great day, just enjoying that one for sure. It was a lot of participation today on this dress-up day.
I bet, because it's comfortable clothes, right?
It's very comfy and cozy. Yes, I saw a lot of slippers, a lot of flannel, and a great day. Yeah, really keeping with our theme. So this year's theme is Once Upon a Hive, and so very fairy tale and kind of princess and fantasy forward there. So yeah, having a great day with that.
I know that some years you have all kinds of weather. You have frosty weather, but you're going to have sweaty weather this week.
Yeah,
huh?
I know. The flannel, you would think the flannels would have been right on track there for the end of September, beginning of October. But yeah, it's a little toasty there. Not the day to bring blankets.
Not at all. So all the things are in place. And I think Richland Center, oftentimes you let the students kind of organize this and plan this, don't you?
Yeah, the student council is really in charge of a lot of things around homecoming. And they start in the summer, maybe even the end of the year, getting ready and trying to come up with the theme and the dress-up days and the activities. And some of them are, kind of legacy activities. The truck stuff was something I had never heard of before I moved to the area, but has been, an activity around homecoming for years and years and years. I think a lot of our alumni have great memories of doing these things when they were students with us. But yeah, every year there's something a little bit new and a little bit different. And yeah, we're so excited to be in this week.
Are they still painting the Hornet downtown?
Yeah, so they did that. The art students, I think there were 5 or 6 of them that headed down with Mr. Rogers on Friday and painted the Hornet and the RC logo. They had a little barricade set up so they wouldn't get hit by traffic. And some of Officer Wilson was out there along with a couple other police officers from Richland Center Police Department, just kind of directing traffic, making sure everyone was all set up there. And yeah, it looks great. It looks really sharp and fresh, and we're excited to have the parade route go through them.
There are some years where it doesn't totally fade off. It's still kind of there when they come back to paint it the next year.
I think it might have been even this year. You can kind of see the outline a little bit from where it was. So it looks great. It's such a great visual representation of the parade route and the school, and then it's homecoming, and really nice to see those bright, vibrant orange and black colors on the road.
Is it a special schedule this week at the school district?
A little bit. So the beginning of the week is running pretty similar, although Hornet Hour, which is kind of our homeroom hour, has some special stuff going on with I think it's called Powder Buff volleyball. So those games are going on this week. The guys are taking on the volleyball nets with some of their classmate coaches, and that's been really fun. So that's happening during Hornet Hour, and then Friday we have a very, very unique schedule. So a lot of different activities going on Friday. All the kids are out there, so.
We'll look forward to that. And any changes, anything new this year that you can think of?
I don't think so. There's a lot of stuff that's very similar. We did a couple of these things last year, but some of them have kind of a fairy tale spin, if you will. So the tug of war is the tangled tug of war with, the braided hair. Frozen t-shirt is from Frozen. Some of these little tie-ins that we have to keep on theme with everything.
Oh, lots of fun. So then the staff gets involved. Do you have a lot of the teachers that are dressing up during these days too?
Well, today, for sure. Today was a great one. And then some of them yesterday we had a lot of fancy dresses. Some prom dresses got to make a new appearance. or snowball dresses, that kind of thing. And then we had a couple beastly outfits, so they could kind of be messy or grungy. Or we actually had a couple of beasts. So Mr. Lemke dressed up as the Beast from Beauty and the Beast, and Ms. Perkins was Belle. And then we had a student also make just this ridiculously amazing mask out of cardboard or something, a beast mask. And so that's really fun to see the kids get involved and really even, we have this theme and we kind of think it's going to be one thing, but to have them even take it a step further with the creativity is really fantastic to see.
It's really a theme that lends itself to be able to do some fun things and dress up too.
Yeah, props to the student council. They really thought this one out and gave a lot of different avenues for people to approach it. So, there's a bunch of fairy tales, there's a bunch of fairies, there's Disney stuff, there's all these different avenues that you can kind of pursue with a theme and stay kind of on trend too.
Lots of fun. Well, we have in the studio Kiernan Culver and Maddie Kratzenberg who join us. So they kind of have the real lowdown on everything, don't they? Kiernan, I understand you're kind of the gatekeeper of the whole thing there, So when did the planning start for the student council?
The planning for student council really started at the end of last school year, May. We elected our new council at the beginning of May, and we went right to work at getting homecoming stuff. We met twice a month in the summer. Towards the end of the summer, we were meeting like once a week. And then once we got into the school year, we were just meeting every week. And we really tried to get most of the work front-loaded and out of the way. That way, we were prepared ahead of time and we had everything figured out. And it's been really successful. The council worked really hard on it. The committee heads, they've been doing amazing, following through with their plans.
Could you go over the dress-up days? Because we talked about the first two, but can you take us through the whole week?
So for the rest of the week, tomorrow, Wednesday, we have Pinocchio Day, also called White Lie Day. So the theme with that is people wear white T-shirts and they write a white lie on it.
What does anybody's nose grow then?
Nobody's noses grow. That's a really fun theme that they've done for football games and stuff in the past. But I don't think, to my knowledge, it's ever been done for homecoming. So that's kind of cool to incorporate that. And then Thursday we have Class Color Day, where we give the students their class color T-shirts. They wear their homecoming shirts. Seniors wear blue, juniors wear red, sophomores green, freshmen yellow, and then the 7th and 8th graders, they get purple and pink. And then Friday, we have Hornet Day, Orange and Black Day, so people wear all their Hornet apparel, all their orange and black, and they get, really into it. They wear orange tutus, orange and black sunglasses, stuff like that. Some people paint their faces, so that's really fun.
Student council has to organize all of the games as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, so we have two committees that handle the games for homecoming. We have Skits and Spirit, and we have Pep Assembly. Skits and Spirit is in charge of the Powder Puff games, the Powder Puff volleyball and Powder Puff football. And then on the Friday of homecoming in the morning, they do games like truck stuff. They also do stuff like skits, talent shows, stuff like that. And then in the afternoon of homecoming Friday, Pep Assembly, they come in and they do games like tug of war, the eating contest, a fairy tale dress-up relay this year, and musical chairs, and that one is always fun. People really get into it.
Yeah, that can be almost like a physical confrontation there, trying to get those chairs. I understand that a tug of war, is that like in the shape of Rapunzel's hair? Didn't somebody tell me that? The rope is representing Rapunzel's hair? That's what I heard.
Yeah, tangled.
That's what I thought. Tangled. So that should be fun as well. Maddie Kratzenberg is here. I think you guys have named your Grand Marshal this year, haven't you?
Yes. Our Grand Marshal this year is Brian Jones. Kieran, you want to say some things about him?
Yeah, so Brian Jones, this one's kind of special to me because he is my grandpa. But the reason we chose him this year is because he's retiring from the school district. He has worked for the school district for many years since 1977. 1988. He's been working as the Director of Operations and Maintenance through the district. and he's retiring after 47 years of service. And he's also served on the Richland Center Fire Department for many years, and he's served as lieutenant, assistant fire chief, and then finally fire chief. So it's a really great opportunity to highlight this member of the community and appreciate him, and that's really exciting.
Well said. And then not only does he do all those things, but he's your grandpa, so that is near and dear to you, isn't it? That is pretty cool. So he'll be riding the lead car there in the parade.
Yeah. He'll be riding his own convertible, which is pretty exciting, too.
Great.
Pretty cool.
A lot of fun. The parade is a big chunk to organize, too, isn't it, Maddie?
Very. It took a lot of work during the summer, and I just want to thank all my committee members that helped me through all of this. We have about 46 entries this year, and all the emails with entry numbers should have been sent out. If you did not get an email or if you have any questions, please call the school at
It's 649-HIVE 4483.
Perfect.
So if someone still wants to get in the parade, Maddie, can they do that?
Sadly, no. Since it is homecoming week, it's already stressful as it is, and we need to get some stuff out to you so you can announce it during the parade. And it's just a lot easier. Our deadline was September 1st, but we accepted till last week. So we gave people plenty of time to get stuff in. So
do you have good response from some of the alumni classes?
yes, I think we have like 5 classes this year. So handful.
That sounds good. And then the others, but it's always a really cool parade, isn't it?
Yes, very Hornet Pride and all of it. So
What about your class? Now, are you a senior?
I'm a junior.
A junior. What can you spill the beans on what the junior class float's going to be?
I guess I can. I'll give you a little hint. We are doing it based off of the movie Tangled.
Oh.
We thought it was a very good idea. We added Homer in it, and I'm really excited for you to see what we've created.
All right. And of course, the floats are judged. Kieran, what grade are you in?
I'm a senior this year.
Senior.
And the senior float, I think it looks really cool. We finished up building it on Saturday, and the class members, they did amazing with it. They also incorporated Homer into it, but they did something a bit different. They did pumpkin carriage for Homer, and I think it looks really cool.
That must have taken a lot of doing to build that.
Yeah.
Do the classes have to fight over Homer then?
No.
We got like 20 different Homers
Yeah.
in our
Oh, okay.
school, so-
Cutouts, stuff like that.
Oh, I see. Okay. I didn't know.
Not the mascot.
The
body.
mascot one, I was
Not
gonna
the
say.
mascot body, sadly.
And the parade steps off at 3 on
Yes.
Friday. Is it the same route or similar?
Same route. People will line up on 5th, 6th, and 7th Street. More information would be in the emails if you got them. Otherwise, please call the school again, and I'll give you as many answers as I can get you.
Great. What are some other things Student Council is doing or planning on or active in this year, Kieran?
So one other thing for this homecoming week that we're excited about, it's not exactly a new event, but it's been away for quite a few years. So we're bringing back the homecoming bonfire for the students. So this Thursday night after Powder Puff football, right by the football field, we are hosting a student bonfire. The fire department will be there managing it, making sure everything's safe. So we're really excited and happy to be hosting that again.
That's great. Grandpa Brian will probably be watching it pretty closely. won't he?
Yeah, overseeing that.
I wonder how many years it's been since there was a bonfire. I mean, it's going to be a number, I would think, isn't it?
I believe 6 at least. I think it was before COVID the last time we had one, so 2019, I think. But
Yeah. Just keep it away from the concession stand, right?
gosh.
Right. So it's off and running. Lots of folks in the area enjoying the toilet papering and everything that goes on with
I
homecoming.
haven't seen any toilet paper yet, but I think there's plans of some people doing it tonight.
Okay, so be aware. And I know that there are some yard signs where people you just they adhere to those too as well. What's your favorite part of homecoming week, Kieran? Do you get a chance to enjoy it because I know you're so heavily involved in it?
I mean, I think this year I've been enjoying it a bit more. I think my favorite part is Friday morning, getting to watch the skits and the talent and to take part in some of it, because classmates, they can do some really funny and cool things, and it's just nice to like sit back and watch that.
What about you, Maddie?
I kind of have to agree with Kieran, but maybe just all of Friday. Just when all of the Hornet Pride is all together, like our whole school is orange, black, and white. And just seeing everybody having fun, not having to deal with the stress of classes, and just the smiles on everybody's faces.
And with the skits, each class does their own thing. Is that correct?
Correct.
Yeah. Are you either of you involved in your class skits?
So I am my class's president, so I'm in charge of our skit, but I am not acting in it.
And can you give us an insight on what it's going to be, or is that a surprise?
I can give a little hint on that one too. We are sticking with the fairy tale and Disney theme, and we are gonna make a recreation of Cinderella, and we are calling it Homerella in the Midnight Escape. So
sounds good already.
it's gonna be amazing.
What about you, Kieran?
I'm not taking part in my skit this year, but I am excited to see it. People have been working on it, and I know they're doing a Three Little Pigs theme, so that's really exciting. And then for the talent, we are going to be playing a song where we like all sing as a class on stage, and that's pretty exciting too.
That is. So the skits and the talent are two different things then.
Yeah. So skits is more of like an acting thing, a story, something short. Talent is usually something musical, but I know there's other things classes do. They do stuff like dances, they do all sorts of stuff. Maddie, do you know what your class is doing?
We're gonna have two of our boys, well, technically three of our boys. Two of them are gonna sing a little duet while one of them is gonna play the piano. I will not disclose that song yet, but it's gonna be really fun, and they're gonna dress up and have the time of their lives.
Yeah, it's amazing that some of the talent where people actually have bands and play instruments and things like that. It's pretty impressive, isn't it?
Very. I'm especially surprised with Kieran's class, the senior class. Like the past 2 years, they had Mason Meyer and David Dadune play, and it's always been a crowd pleaser. Everybody loves them.
Brings the house down.
Yes.
Sure. So are the classes in competition again for like, for the Spirit Awards and those kind of things?
Yes, they are. Everything we have with the pep assembly, the skits, the talents, they're all judged, and based on who wins each thing, they get a certain number of points. And then at the end of the week, all those points get added up, and they get their name on our trophy that we bought last year.
Odds makers, what are the odds makers giving the seniors the chance to win, or the juniors going to come from behind, or how's that going to work?
I'd like to say homecoming is just a little rigged for the seniors. Everybody thinks that because they've had the most experience with it and they know what people like. But I don't know with the juniors right now.
I mean, it's definitely close. It's been close.
Yeah, every year.
Every year, yeah.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Sounds like it's pretty well organized there, Mrs. Stoltz.
Yeah, they're doing a great job. Like I said, I've been super happy with our student council. These kids work so hard, and it's kids from every grade, and every year I think the freshmen know basically kind of nothing when they walk in, and the upperclassmen leadership is really there to help them and handhold them. And I mean, these guys have been involved since I think they were both freshmen. So it's definitely a learning opportunity and mentorship even a little bit too, because they do so many things. And there's an opportunity, if you're really passionate about something, the student council has an avenue for you to try and get more involved with that. And then there's just always somebody that needs a hand, right? Maddie can't do the parade by herself. So there's just really this unity between classes. And you're right, homecoming's got a little competition for the classes, but the student council kind of always has this way of mentoring the incoming ones and helping out the upperclassmen as they take those leadership roles. So it's really impressive to see see more of the goings on behind it. And it's really, our kids are awesome. They're really impressive.
Richland Center Homecoming this weekend. We'll come back and talk more about it in a moment here on The Morning Show. Welcome back to our morning show visit on WRCO. We are talking about homecoming week at Richland Center High School. Carrie Stoltz is in along with Kiernan Culver and Maddie Kratzenberg. One of the aspects that we didn't talk about, and homecoming is supposed to be all about alumni. So we're going to be honoring some alumni this weekend.
We are. We've got two outstanding alumni. They are both from the class of, must be 1975. So it is their 50th reunion year. I would anticipate that there's a float for them.
Yes, there is.
But yeah, we have two outstanding alumni. Philomena Poole and Frances Zeller are both part of the class of 1975. There'll be a presentation for them before the football game on Friday after the parade. And yeah, we're really excited to honor some of our outstanding alumni who have been, pillars of our community and really have done some incredible things once their time at Richland Center High School was over.
Yeah, that's amazing and well done. Yeah, Frances Zeller and Philomena Poole, and I know there's a reception at the West Commons before the game.
Yep, yeah, there is. So it's always a nice time for their families to come around and get to honor them and just kind of think about your relative or your mom or your dad or whoever in a new way, and really special for the high school and the school district, especially to be able to honor some of our alumni. And it really is amazing to see the legacy that is there through the community. I mean, I didn't grow up here, but it really is tight knit, and it's amazing to see what our alumni have gone out and done. And for our students, they might not realize it every day when they're kind of in class and in the busyness of what is high school, but to see that these people who were in the same halls as you, started in the same place as you, have gone on and done these really amazing and fascinating things, and still care about their high school at their 50th class reunion. I mean, it's just amazing to see that come around, and to see people caring still about their history and their heritage, and being a part of the Hive still.
And the plan is to have them in the parade, Maddie?
Yes, they turned in one of their forms last month, and I'm really excited. I think they are closer to the front since it's one of their more important reunions. So I'm hoping that you'll be able to see them. There will be signs on there. I think they're doing a tractor with a wagon. There will be signs saying that what their alumni is and what class they are, and I'm really excited to see what they pull together.
And activities all week. You have volleyball tonight, right?
Yes.
And soccer?
We have high school volleyball game and soccer as well. Soccer, there's going to be pep band at both of them with Mr. Barron's. What time does soccer start?
Soccer kicks off at 5 with the varsity game, and then volleyball is at 7. So if you want to come you can be outside in the nice, gorgeous weather for a little while with soccer, and as it starts getting dark, head over to the gym for a great volleyball game.
The band stays busy this weekend, doesn't it, Manny?
Yes, it does. Band is doing as much as we can.
And you both are band members.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct. Kiernan, can you talk a little bit about the halftime show coming up, the football game on Friday, or is that you're sworn to secrecy?
Oh, no, I can tell you about
Okay.
it. So this Friday we have our halftime show planned. We've been working on it since the beginning of the school year, going outside every day, marching the field, sometimes the parking lot if the field is busy or, being painted. But we have our field marching halftime show planned. We are playing Journey songs this year. So we've got Don't Stop Believing, Any Way You Want It, and Open Arms. And we'll be marching through those songs, and that's really exciting. The band is also staying busy. We have our 2 pep bands tonight, and then Friday, marching in the parade. And that's very exciting. And then Saturday night, the band will also be marching in the light parade.
Oh my gosh, you stay really busy,
Yes.
don't you? And talk about practicing marching, Kiernan. I think at this point you're kind of you got to bring all the classes together and worry that it's going to happen, but it always seems to, doesn't it?
Yeah. So our upperclassmen, our sophomores, juniors, and seniors, and our freshmen, we have 2 separate band practices. So the freshmen don't practice with the older band students until this Thursday is when we're planning to have a combined practice. And so that's when it really all comes together. And it's really I don't want to say difficult. It's interesting to see the freshmen. When I was a freshman, at least, it was a lot more difficult. But now that I'm a senior, I'm used to band marching. I understand what it is, and it's second nature. It's easy, and it's just cool to see how that happens.
You got to kind of cross between each other. Usually, he has you do that. It seems to me that if it was me marching, I'd run into somebody. Have you ever done that?
Well, no. It's all about practicing and knowing who's around you, knowing who's in your area. And you get to trust each other and see know everyone's going to be in the right spot at the right time. And we just practice it to the point that everything is, easy.
Well, it's always a highlight of homecoming. The other thing that warms my heart is, so you're playing Don't Stop Believin', Any Way You Want It, and Open Arms. Those are songs from when I was in high school. So I'm impressed that you guys actually know those songs.
Barron's likes to try and get some themes that the community would know better and that just are fan favorites to have as a halftime show every year. So I'm excited for Journey this year, and I'm excited to see what he pulls for next year as well.
Well, that would be songs from his high school days, too, so now it's kind of making sense. So that's on the Friday night during halftime. It'll be an extended halftime, I know. What about the dance? We haven't talked much about that on Saturday night. When's that going to be happening, Kieran?
Yeah, so the dance starts at 8:30, and that's just a time for people to mingle and see their friends. And then at 9 o'clock, we have Grand March, where parents and community members can come watch, and we'll present the homecoming court, and we'll march through that. Students that aren't on court can march through too and be announced, and that's really exciting. And then after that, the dance will go until 11:30. It always gets really fun. People, go crazy. They let loose, and so that's a nice way to end the week, to just relax and have fun with your friends.
Let your hair down a little bit then. Oh, that's fun. So you've announced the court then, Maddie, is that correct?
We announced it today during our Powder Buff Volleyball during Hornet Hour. So I'm excited to see what everybody else is. And we are also announcing our King and Queen today. So hope to see that soon.
Are there some special ways that you introduce them, surprise them in any way, or how does that work?
Not so much with the representatives of our court members. They have to get papers signed by their parents and get accepted by admin now to say that their grades are good enough that they can be represented by our classes. But we try every year to give our king and queen a little something. So this year we got a little candy bar with a congratulations balloon. And those will be handed out to them when they get announced later today.
During Hornet Hour today.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that's really cool. Thursday night, can the public come to the Powder Puff football?
Yes. Community can come to the Powder Puff football. Afterwards, we do have a bonfire, which is strictly just students.
And that's going to be held right in the area there as well of the football field. Yeah.
Right by the football field.
Yeah. Sounds like fun. I didn't ask you guys, but what are some other things you're involved in at Richland Center High School, Kieran?
Some other things I'm involved in. I do NHS, Key Club, Science Club, and those are all really fun. And then band and choir, I enjoy a lot. The musical last year, that was really fun.
Did you have a part? Did you have a part in the musical last year?
No, I didn't. I was just an extra. But I like doing that too. It's fun. I also do cross country and track, so a lot of running, and I like that a lot. It's a great team. We partner with Ithaca, and it's great to see those members too and get to know them from the other school.
That's really cool, Kieran, and you guys are having a really good year, aren't you?
Oh yeah, we're having a great season so far. We've done 6 meets, I think, and out of those, we've won 4 of them. So that's a pretty good track record for our team. I know 4 years ago, our team hadn't won a meet in 20 some years, or a while. So
Big turnaround.
yeah, big uptick.
How did it feel? Like you go to the River Valley Invitational, and you've got these Division I schools that have probably at least 1,500 more students enrolled than Richland Center, and you're right up there near the top with all the Division I schools. How did that feel?
It was crazy. It's always a huge meet, and we did like better than we expected as a team. We got, I think, 4th place, and that's the best our team has ever performed there, and it was just like wild to see how we've grown.
Yeah. Do you like running though? I never did that much, but you do, huh?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely times when it's like harder or like you have to put the work in, but it's relaxing. You get to do it with your friends. It's fun. It's good exercise, and it makes you feel good. I don't know. I think it's just something you have to like learn to appreciate, and it's definitely not for everyone, but it's great if you get to enjoy it.
Yeah, but Maddie, you're nodding your head no.
I give all my attention to cross-country runners and even track during the spring because I do not have that kind of stamina to get myself through even running a mile.
I can relate. Well, what are some other things you're involved in, Maddie?
With the school, I'm also in Key Club. I do Fine Arts Club with Miss Niemeyer. Basically, that's how we do drama club. Sadly, we do not have a show this year, but I am working with the community on Pride and Prejudice, which I am really excited to perform that next weekend. I really enjoy band and choir as well. Probably my favorite 2 classes.
Well, congratulations on a role in Pride and Prejudice. Can you tell us about how that's going?
Pride and Prejudice, I love working with the community. They're basically my second family. I got the role as Kitty, the second oldest sister. It's very fun during practices. We still have lots of laughs, but we're still getting through it. So today we're touching things up, getting off a script, and next week I hope to see you guys there.
How do you manage time? Because here you are working on Homecoming, and then you're going to play practice tonight.
Time is sometimes hard. Yes, I show up a little late every once in a while, but beggars can't be choosers, I guess. But I still get all my homework done as well. It's just kind of finding those breaks to breathe, and but still being able to have fun without stressing too much about it.
And we're going to talk more about that on the morning show this week on Friday. But I know you have some esteemed cast members. What is it like to work with Jean Burkett, who's in the cast?
I love Jean. She's so funny, and she has such a high energy. I'm so happy she's come to work with us again. Even though she's not directing, she's still acting with us as Lady Catherine de Burgh. I am really excited to act with her some more these next 3 weeks, and I hope that we make a better connection with each other.
Awesome. And you mentioned that you might possibly have a play at Richland Center High School coming up later this year then.
We are kind of talking about maybe doing just like a 1 or 2 act play in the spring. It is still like up in the air, still kind of talking about it. We'll see how that goes, but we also have our choir trip, so that could be a big bump.
Where's the choir going this year?
We are going to New York during our spring break to watch some musicals and just tour downtown New York City. I'm really excited. I love musicals, so I'm just really happy to be going and being able to watch some of my favorite shows.
What an opportunity, Kiernan. Have they let you know the itinerary of what musicals you'll see?
I know one of the musicals you could sign up for was Wicked. That was like an excursion, so you chose between that or like going to see the Empire State Building. Maddie, were there other musicals at that?
There is one other musical that we will be going to see on our last day of the trip before we head back home. We are going to be watching Hamilton. Very classic. Everybody loves it. I'm really excited to see it in New York.
Nothing like seeing a musical in New York. I can tell you that by firsthand experience. So you guys are going to really enjoy that, I know. Kiernan, what are you looking at doing next year when your schooling days at Richland Center are done?
Yeah, next year I plan to attend UW-Madison in the fall. I want to pursue being a high school teacher. I want to teach either English or social studies classes. So I'm excited to pursue that. I'll get my bachelor's in English and some social science category, and then get my master's in high school curriculum and instruction.
Good for you. We need good teachers. Is there a teacher that has inspired you to want to get into that field?
So many good teachers. My teacher, Mrs. Boyarski, she's been a really great teacher. Mr. Troxel, he taught some awesome social studies and history classes. But like overall, just like seeing the teachers that like have a passion for it, that go the extra mile and like really make the classes fun and connect with the students has been like really inspirational.
And you want to kind of mirror that and give back a little bit.
Yeah, I think students deserve good teachers. I think the world needs them. I think we need people who will help, make the world a better place.
Well said. You're into the school year about a month. How's it going with the cell phone policy? You guys getting along all right with that?
In my point of view, I'm not too addicted to my phone as other kids. So sometimes I just kind of forget it's in my back pocket. It just kind of sits there. And so there's been a couple times where I walk into my first hour and I sit down in the chair after the bell rings and I have to walk up to my teacher and be like, can I put my phone in my locker? I kind of forgot it was there. I'm not on it too much unless I absolutely need to message my parents, which has been hard because my parents don't check their emails sometimes and they don't have messages. But I have found ways to get around that with still working with the school policy. So,
What about you, Kiernan?
Yeah, I've actually appreciated the ban more than I thought I would. One thing that's been kind of nice unexpectedly was now that we're not allowed to have cell phones at lunch, lunch table discussions have been kind of more fun, more interactive. Because last year we'd get done eating and then people would just go on their phones, not really talk, and that was kind of boring. But now this year we're actually engaging with each other, actually having fun.
That sounds good. And I've heard tell that it's a little louder now in the halls, which is a good thing, right? Everybody's talking.
It's a good thing and a bad thing. Talking in the hallways, especially during lunch period, since we have two different lunches.
Oh.
That means while one lunch is going on, there still is classes. So when the lunch finishes and there's kids running up and down the hallways trying to get to their next class on time, screaming and yelling, really interrupts our class time. And we don't have long classes as it is, but we just try to get as much done, and especially towards the end is when everybody's trying to focus and get things done so we don't have homework. And just with that interruption sometimes isn't the best thing for us.
It's a downside, but it's nice that people are talking. You're making eye contact and everything, right?
Right.
Yeah.
It's bringing up everybody's social.
Yes. Right. Neither of you probably have that problem, but because you both seem very social. What about student council for the rest of the year? After homecoming gets done, any other projects or goals or things that you're looking for as a group?
Yeah, so after homecoming gets done, we're going to have a meeting to debrief, to, reflect on what we did this year, what we liked, what we didn't like, what we want to think of going into next year. And then after that, we're going to break into new committees to form for the rest of the year. We have fundraising, we have events, we have school service. Maddie, I'm missing one, I think.
We can join school and community service together since we mostly worked on the same things.
Yeah, but so we'll elect our committee heads and our committee co-chairs for that and get into new projects. One thing I'm excited to start planning is state student council stuff, because we usually do some fun projects with that, and then we choose a group of representatives from each class, and we go to the convention and we present our stuff, show what we've been working on, and that's always a highlight.
Absolutely. Networking with other councils and getting some ideas there and everything. Where is that typically held at?
I think it's a different location every year. I know the last time we went, it was held in Madison, but
That's later on in the year.
later on in the year, around March, April.
Well, the time will go by fast because it's already going to be October tomorrow. So
Yeah.
unbelievable. So, Mrs. Stoltz, in terms of this week, dismissal times, is that affected by homecoming any?
It is. So mainly just Friday, but we do have an early dismissal on Friday. And so different at every building just because of the way the buses work out. So the primary school will be getting out at 1:45 on Friday. The intermediate school will be getting out at 2:05 on Friday. And the high school will be dismissed at 2:15, although the band members are already flying the coop before that. But yeah, and then the parade steps off at 2:55. So we encourage everyone, all the kids especially, to get out there, see their classmates. There's a lot of, there's youth floats, and all of the sports teams have floats. Alumni have floats. The staff, I think, even has a float this year, if I heard correctly. So,
Wow.
I know, right? So a lot of school pride, and we really encourage all of our kids, all of our community. It is a really fun, great day. Yeah, I don't know if employers want to let their employees step out a little bit early on Friday to enjoy the homecoming festivities, but it is really a great time and a wonderful community event, and we're so lucky to be in a community that supports us and supports our kids and our school so well, and really comes out, and especially at homecoming, supports all the kids and the things that the school district is working on.
Always fun to see all of the grade levels represented in the parade. You know, some of the youngsters marching with their teachers.
Oh, definitely. I mean, there's these guys were talking about band. The middle school band marches in the parade too, and it's really their first time kind of doing anything. So I saw them outside working on turning, which if you've never been at the parade downtown, there's a turn down there. So it's really impressive to see these kids like crisscross. And I'm with you, Phil. I would bump into everybody.
I would.
So it's so impressive. You know, if you're along the parade route, you just kind of see them marching. But if you're downtown, you see the corner have to happen. And man, that's impressive. So yeah, exciting.
Yeah, that's pretty cool how they do that. We're usually right, the reviewing stand. We can witness that firsthand. So.
Yeah, I mean, they have to go like the wrong way for a while. It's very strange, but it works out. So it's impressive.
Yeah, awesome. And the theme again is?
Once Upon a Hive.
All right.
So lots of fairy tale, lots of princess, lots of fun. It was a great theme, and it's been so much fun. And the floats kind of have those pieces with them too, with the choosing the different princesses or the different fairy tales or stories. And so I have heard there's a carriage coming through at the parade, but we will just have to see what happens and how well we stay on theme for that.
Stay tuned. Do you have a favorite fairy tale or story, Maddie?
Tangled.
Tangled.
I loved Tangled as a kid. Still do. One of my favorite movies. Close tie would also be Hercules, because I'm obsessed with Greek mythology, and I think it's just a fun thing to listen to.
Very well. Tangled, the star of that show is that horse that's in there. That is so
Maximus.
funny. Maximus, yeah.
He is definitely one of the best characters. I personally have to pick Pascal, Rapunzel's little sidekick.
Oh, sure.
He is my favorite little guy. He's so funny if you listen to his body language.
But Maximus steals the show, I think,
Maximus
right?
does steal the show.
What about you, Kiernan?
Oh, gosh. I don't know if I necessarily have a favorite, but it's been really cool seeing, like, the fairy tale stuff shine through. I personally think the floats are a lot prettier this year than they have been, because the fairy tale theme just, like, really lends itself to that, like, little fairy things, little mushrooms, flowers, stuff like that. And it's just like a cool way to incorporate the theme in that you couldn't really do in other years.
Yeah, it lends itself well. I think it's going to be a great week. Everything is set up. Thanks to you guys. It looks like you've all the planning is done, and now you just got to get it all in place then, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Appreciate you coming in today. Kiernan Culver is senior, and Maddie Krotzenberg a junior with Richland Center Student Council, and Carrie Stoltz. Anything else you wanted to add this morning, Carrie?
No, we just want to see everybody come out and support us. We've got volleyball and soccer tonight. We have the parade on Friday, the football game on Friday. the parade especially. It's a great community event, and we would love to see everyone there out supporting the Hornets.
Awesome, and we hope so. We'll be there tonight for the volleyball, in fact.
Perfect.
First serve around 7:15 or so. All right, it's the morning show, and we salute the Hornets during their homecoming week. Once again, the word of the hour to text in is WARM, WARM. You have just a little bit of time to do that yet today in the Civic Media Go for the Green and Gold Text to Win contest. We'll be back with more stuff tomorrow on the morning show.